Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we are discussing the Phuket reopening, the sandbox, the impending sandbox, and yes, this is confirmed. They are going ahead with this. We have other videos we're making contemporaneously with this one where we get into some of the ramifications of this, how this is likely to kind of operate. But I think that the question on many folks' minds right now is, what are some of the protocols associated with this? What's this going to look like? Really good article from the Bangkok Post print edition. This was Saturday, June 5th, 2021. Article is titled, Phuket Set for July Reopening. Quoting directly, the government gave the green light to the plan to reopen Phuket to vaccinated foreign tourists starting on July 1. Although visitors are required to remain on the resort island for 14 days before leaving the province. So I would say that's a big one to understand about this reopening, is it's sort of Phuket-centric, and it's an interesting concept. I have to say, the ingenuity on this one, it was good. They came up with something where they said, look, we have to kind of split the difference here. We want to get tourism back, but we still have issues concerns regarding the spread of this thing. So we've got this island. We're going to vaccinate folks up. This is a really good article. Again, Phuket set for July reopening. You can probably find that on BangkokPost.com. But the thrust of it, not going to get into all of that, but behind the scenes, they're doing a mass vaccination drive down there to get people sort of, to get the local population up to a point where they can accept these foreign tourists, and it sounds like they're well on their way. That's being done with a great deal of alacrity. This, I thought, was more to the point and more for the viewers on our channel. And again, understand this, for now, we're just getting an understanding of what this is looking like. For those who want to make specific travel arrangements, probably a good idea to contact a legal professional, gain some insight and guidance as to the best way to deal with this. I am here to tell you your originating country will have a lot to do with your sort of interaction with this Phuket sandbox plan, okay? But going ahead and quoting directly, Phuket will reopen to tourists who have been fully vaccinated against COVID-19 for more than 14 days. So you have to have had the vaccination and fully vaccinated, whatever that means with respect to your course of treatment, more than 14 days. So 2 weeks must have elapsed between that time, but no more than 1 year prior to their visit, which I don't know how that's going to be an issue for anyone presently, as a year hasn't gone by since we've even had these vaccinations. And they must come from low to moderate risk countries as announced by the Public Health Ministry. So again, that may move a little bit. That may be a little bit fluid depending on circumstances. So again, those who are looking at undertaking this, again, probably a good idea maybe to contact somebody who's dealing with this frequently and can give some insight regarding your specific country. Quoting further, foreign tourists must have vaccination certificates from their countries, and the vaccines they have received must be registered under Thai law or approved by the World Health Organization. So again, that may differ depending on the country you're coming from. Quoting further, tourists must stay at hotels that have Safety and Health Administration plus hygiene standard certification. So specifically, that certification is called Safety and Hygiene Administration Plus. So there's a certification there. He said, adding they will still be required to use contact tracing apps during their stay in the kingdom. We've discussed those at length on this channel. I believe one of them is called Morchana. There are Thailand Plus is one of them. Actually, Morchana was I believe the vaccination registration app. Thailand Plus, I think, is the main one. Although again, this may fluctuate a little bit. And also understand this begins July 1. We have some time. We're making this sort of in the first week of June. So there's some time between actual implementation and discussing this. Quoting further, they must also report regularly to health authorities, which I don't know what that means when it comes down to specific practicalities, and strictly abide by COVID DMHTTA rules. That's distancing, mask wearing, hand washing, temperature testing, COVID testing, and mobile app use. So the acronym for that is a very large mouthful, DMHTTA rules. So this is kind of where we're at. Just to kind of sum it back up, you're looking at a situation where it's folks, they've got to have been fully vaccinated for a minimum of 14 days, but less than a year from the time that they were fully vaccinated. They must come from low to moderate risk countries as they're listed by the Public Health Ministry. And again, that may be a little bit fluid, so you may want to gain some insight and guidance onto what that means in your specific circumstances. Must have vaccination certificates, as we've discussed in prior videos. Certificates of entry, it seems, are being sort of phased out in favor of vaccination certificates, at least in the interim, and for those who are actually vaccinated. And the vaccines have to be registered under Thai law or approved by the WHO. People have to stay in hotels that are Safety and Health Administration Plus certified hygiene standards. They have to use the contact tracing app, and they have to deal with distancing, mask wearing, hand washing, temperature testing, COVID testing, and mobile app use in order to undertake the Phuket Sandbox initiative. So definitely some good news, hopefully some light at the end of the tunnel. This is not going to be exactly like coming to Thailand was at the end of 2019 or in the first quarter of 2020, but it's definitely a good move in the right direction, and we certainly are all hoping that things progress in a positive manner. We will certainly keep you updated on this channel as the situation evolves.